Do you know? Become a professional in 2020 Cricket League in India. IPL Conditions 16 Part 2. The Indian Premier League, IPL, is a professional 2020 cricket league in India usually contested between March and May of every year by 8 teams representing 8 different cities or states in India. The current 8 teams include Chennai Super Kings, Delhi Capitals, Punjab Kings, Kolkata Knight Riders, Mumbai Indians, Rajasthan Royals, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Sunrisers Hyderabad. This series of videos mainly introduces the relevant regulations of the 2020 competition made by IPL. The content is from IPL 2020 Playing Conditions effective 1 September 2020. Hope to learn with you and feel the unique charm of cricket. Let's start now. 16.8 Mistakes in scoring. If, after the players and umpires have left the field in the belief that the match has been concluded, the umpires discover that a mistake in scoring has occurred which affects the result, then, subject to clause 16.9, they shall adopt the following procedure. 16.8.1 If, when the players leave the field, the side batting last has not completed its innings and either the number of overs to be bowled in that innings has not been completed, or the end of the innings has not been reached, then, unless one side concedes defeat, the umpires shall order play to resume. Unless a result is reached sooner, play will then continue, if conditions permit, until the prescribed number of overs has been completed. The number of overs shall be taken as they were at the call of time for the supposed conclusion of the match. No account shall be taken of the time between that moment and the resumption of play. 16.8.2 If, at this call of time, the overs have been completed and no playing time remains, or if the side batting last has completed its innings, the umpires shall immediately inform both captains of the necessary corrections to the scores and to the result. 16.9 Result not to be changed. Once the umpires have agreed with the scorers the correctness of the scores at the conclusion of the match, see clauses 2.15, correctness of scores, and 3.2, correctness of scores, the result cannot thereafter be changed. 16.10 League Table. 16.10.1 The league competition table for the league shall be compiled by BCCI. The positions in which shall be determined by the number of points gained, with points being awarded as follows: 2 points for each match won. 1 point per team taking part in any match with no result or any match which is tied, where it was not possible to complete a super over, or subsequent super overs. 1 point per team for any match involving such team which does not commence for any reason, other than where the reason for such non-commencement is a breach of the operational rules by one franchisee which results in such franchisee forfeiting such match. And 0 points for any match lost or forfeited. The team with the highest number of points shall be at the top of the table and the team with the lowest shall be at the bottom. 16.10.2 Where teams have an equal number of points, their relative positions shall be determined by the following. 16.10.2.1 The team with the most wins in matches in the league during the season will be placed in the higher position. 16.10.2.2 If there are teams with equal points and equal wins during the season, then in such case the team with the higher net run rate, as calculated in clause 16.12 below, will be placed in the higher position. 16.10.2.3 If following the net run rate calculation above there are teams which are still equal, then the team with the higher number of wickets taken per fair balls bowled in the matches played that season in which results were achieved will be placed in the higher position. 16.10.2.4 If still equal at the end of the regular season, then the team position will be determined by drawing lots. 16.10.3 References in clause 16.10 to matches shall not include the playoff matches. 16.11 Playoff matches. If any of the final, the eliminator, qualifier 1 or qualifier 2 matches are tied, or there is no result, the following shall apply. 16.11.1 The relevant teams shall compete in a super over and if necessary further super overs to determine which team is the winner of the match in question. And 16.11.2 If conditions do not permit a super over, or subsequent super overs within the time available to determine the winner is described in Appendix F, then the team which, at the end of the relevant regular season, finished in the higher position in the league table, in accordance with Clause 16.10 above, will be deemed the winner of the relevant playoff match. The procedure for any super over shall be as set out in Appendix F. 16.12 Net run rate. 16.12.1 A team's net run rate is calculated by deducting from the average runs per over scored by that team throughout the season the average runs per over scored against that team throughout the season. 16.12.2 In the event of a team being all out in less than its full quota of overs, the calculation of its net run rate shall be based on the full quota of overs to which it would have been entitled and not on the number of overs in which the team was dismissed. 16.12.3 Only those matches where results are achieved will count for the purpose of net run rate calculations. Where a match is abandoned, but a result is achieved under Duckworth, Lewis, Stern. For net run rate purposes, Team 1 will be accredited with Team 2's par score on abandonment off the same number of overs faced by Team 2. Where a match is concluded but with Duckworth, Lewis, Stern having been applied at an earlier point in the match, Team 1 will be accredited with 1 run less than the final target score for Team 2 off the total number of overs allocated to Team 2 to reach the target.
For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the show links and enjoy watching the videos.